Good morning. The news summary for this Monday, 16th November. The two ministers who have not sworn yet took their oath at State House this morning in the presence of President Wiveron Kalawan. Minister Sylvestre Radigon is the new Foreign Affairs and Tourism Minister. When talking to the media, he said that value for money, competitive spirit, and diversification of touristic activities are priority points on his work agenda, especially with difficulties the country is facing due to COVID 19.
It's a question of finding the right balance between the sanitary considerations and the economic considerations. We need to find that right balance. So I will be over the next few days discussing with the health officials to see how we can achieve that. I've said that we have a problem also with our product over here. We have to look at our product. Are we offering really value for money? We are competing with other destinations. There has to be things that attract somebody to choose Seychelles. Yes, we are beautiful. Beautiful sunshine, beautiful beaches. Environment is clean. That's good. But is it enough today? So quite a lot of work for us to do. Balance the health, but also with the product over here.
The second minister to swear in was Billy Rangasamy. Minister Rangasamy is the new minister for lands and housing, and he will also be responsible for the Department of Infrastructure. He says he is hoping his expertise in engineering and project management will help him to execute his work while getting the support of a great team. He adds that the ministry's image will be the first issue he will tackle.
That image of my ministry, lands and housing, I want to try my hardest with all the dynamism I can bring, the energy I can bring, and bring people with me. That's one of my primary focus, and communication also. These are sort of elements that hit people directly, and obviously the other physical side, crack on and get those projects moving as best as we can, because we know we've got financial limitations. But however, where the money is there, where grants are there, we should not be sitting on these projects. We must make them happen, The examples were the projects we visited on Ladzik on Friday. So some of those projects, if the fund's there, the land is there, why should we wait? Obviously, we need to take other people's views and massage everything together and deliver the best project, the best outcome for our people. However, the main thing is I don't want to hear the word delay anymore. Just try and get that message across with my team and the public as well.
Following the swearing-in ceremony at State House, the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Sylvestre Radigon, headed to Maison Kéo-Dequincy, which houses the Department of Foreign Affairs, to visit the staff as well as the building and its fleet of vehicles. He was accompanied by the Principal Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Marina Confé. In the afternoon, he headed to the nearby Botanical House, which houses the Seychelles Tourism Board, STB, and the Department of Tourism, which are part of his ministry. At the Botanical House, he was guided by the STB's CEO, Shirin Francis, and the Principal Secretary for Tourism, Anna Fortune. Minister Radigon says the visits were primarily to greet the staff and his ministry.
I wanted to do that on the first day of my appointment, both at Foreign Affairs, STB, and the Department of Tourism. So I've come to say hello to the staff. Subsequently, I will have the opportunity to sit down with the staff in a proper staff meeting and outline a little bit what my thoughts are, what my ideas are. I have a few suggestions I would like to make, and I would like to be able to discuss that with the staff. So my impression is that I see in all three institutions, if you want, Foreign Affairs, Department of Tourism, STB, I see a lot of competent people, motivated people, but it doesn't stop there. We will need to keep encouraging them. We'll need to, wherever possible, even in this difficult economic climate that we are in, to provide them with the support that we can, so that they can perform better.
The four major development projects on La Digue could start at the same time. President Wever Ramkalawan gave this answer to the question of which project would go ahead first: a new police station, a new hospital, development in the port area, or redevelopment at the island's school. He was answering questions during meetings with the La Digue Business Association and members of the public during a visit to the island on Friday. Amongst other issues, he also addressed the concerns of accommodation for students from the island entering the world of work on Mahé and for family members accompanying another member to Mahé for medical reasons. The Truth, Reconciliation and National Unity Commission, TRNUC, has resumed its session today. Among witnesses called in today were Mr. Joseph Lose to five statements with regards to the case where prisoner David Sofa was shot dead. Mr. Lose said he did not have any contact with David Sofa after he had escaped from prison, but he had given lifts to two other prisoners who were on the loose, which resulted in him being physically abused by the army for giving lifts to the two prisoners. The Supreme Court has released on bail the second suspect in a firearms possession case whereby he was seen on video pointing a gun at the camera and threatening violence to certain persons. The other suspect, a woman, has been released on bail earlier. The suspect appeared in court this morning and again this afternoon. Judge Gustave Dodin ruled that since investigation in the case is ongoing, as the authorities suspect more firearms could be hidden in other locations, the court decided that it cannot keep him in detention indefinitely. The court has therefore decided to release him on a 50,000 rupee bail under certain conditions. Both suspects will appear in court again on the 20th November. The Island Conservative Society, ICS, says the reopening of Arida Island to visitors effective today is being done in adherence to public health guidelines. The Deputy Chief Executive Officer of ICS, Shane Emily, says Arid is a special reserve with many plants, animals and bird species to be appreciated by visitors. For the past 5 months, the island was out of bound to visitors, both local and foreigners, because of the COVID-19 situation. He added that all measures to avoid the spread of the virus are in place.
We do temperature checks, and that should be provided by the boat operator. And then also we make sure that everyone needs to wear their face mask, sanitize their hands. That'll be on board, as well as when they come ashore on the island. Then also we encourage all visitors to maintain 1.5 meters social distancing. And so that'll be in all of our facilities. But if there is a reasonable distance between each person, then we do allow them, because at times it gets a bit hot here in Seychelles, so you might want to remove your face mask. So we do allow people to remove their face mask, but then making sure that they maintain that physical distancing. And then if you want to wash your hands, we've got toilet facilities just right next to the boat shelter where you can wash your hands properly. If you're using a visitor's shelter, you would also need to make sure that you maintain 1.5 meters physical distancing.
That's the end of this news summary. Join me at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening. Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening.